everyone, I hope you're all okay. Okay, today, overall energy, I have got past person, judgment's out, Five of Pentacles is out. What I'm getting from today's energy is that your past person wants to show you that they can grow and that they can change. Their energy, they're feeling left out in the cold at the moment. They've definitely not having a very good time of it. Possibly even some money worries. But your energy, you're at a crossroads with all of this. You've been silenced for too long. Your version of events hasn't been heard, you weren't listened to. And I think you would only really be willing to listen to them if they were totally transparent, totally honest. You know, the whole thing, the lies, the deceit, whatever's gone on here actually is all brought to the table. And I feel with your energy today, it's very, very strong that if that isn't the case, then you're just going to make a decision to move on. You just won't look back. You know, you will almost take this, you'll close this cycle down, is what I'm getting. So that's what I'm going to have a look at. Firstly, what I'm going to have a look at is how they see the past, because that'll be interesting. I'm getting they want to come forward, they want more give and take, but it'll be interesting to see how they view themselves in the past. Do they think that they tried as hard as they could, or do they deep down accept that they could have done better? So that's what I'm going to look at and see what else comes out as well. Check the environment, any advice for you, and also best possible outcome. And I'll just have a look at their thoughts and feelings at the moment as well. Okay, just while I'm shuffling though, if you would like a personal read, if you just click on the title, that'll take you through to the description box where the link to the website is. Also the free relationship reports in there, go check that out as well. I think you'll find that interesting. So I hope you're all okay. And I hope you're having a good start to your weekend, wherever you are. Righty-ho. Let's see how they think they behaved in the past. These cards are very, very heavy today. Sticky. Let's see how they think they behaved. The Emperor. Well, they were quite controlling. Someone was quite controlling. Could have been an Aries straight off the bat. I'm just going to clarify that. Right. I think they do realise that their behaviour brought this to an end. It was their behaviour that ended this relationship. At times it was very confusing. I think you had very different belief systems, you had very different attitudes and very different energies. You could have even lived at some distance, or you were from, you could have been from different nationalities, but you had different ways of doing things. Your family or the way you were brought up was different to them, but they were quite controlling. I think for some of you, you were the breadwinner. They were irresponsible. They were a little bit lazy. You know, they didn't have much self-discipline. But they do see themselves in the past as being the problem. I think they know they were inflexible. It is an energy of someone, the Emperor, you know, my way or no way, quite sort of just a bit domineering, and an energy of someone who doesn't, or sometimes they don't realise they're being domineering. They think they're providing or protecting, but they are looking back now and thinking that they were a little bit too hard on you, very critical. Someone was very, very critical, and I feel that's why, unless they bring this in and actually discuss all of this, that you are going to make a decision to leave the past behind. I think you've just reached a crossroads now. You still have a lot of affection for this person, but you're just thinking, well, do I carry on with this, or has it run out of road? Like I say, you could have been financially providing for this person, or they could have been very, very career orientated to the sort of detriment of not being very loving. You know, they had to have this, they had to be the top dog, and they couldn't see a problem with everything, A, revolving around them, and B, revolving about what they wanted to achieve in life. That's what I'm getting. Let me just see one for your energy, please. Can we just have one on the Judgment, please, for the collective's energy? But you want the truth, and you won't back down. I can see with Judgment, it is Judgment Day. You know, it is looking back and deciding, you know, do I actually just throw this all away now and move on? What's the Judgment energy, please? Yeah, Three of Pentacles. You've learned a lot about yourself during this process. You've done a lot of healing. And healing is another word for learning about yourself. I think for a lot of you, you know at times now that you're actually too good for this person. I think that you hid your light a lot. By your light, I mean your actual nature of your beautiful, gorgeous personality. I think you hid that a lot. You masked it a lot to keep the Emperor happy. You couldn't always be yourself. But you've learned a lot about yourself. And like I say, for some of you, I think you've realised that you're too good for this person. I think that you will not go back and repeat the same mistakes. You've learned from this. You would, I feel, for some of you, be willing to meet up, possibly with the Three of Pentacles, with the aid of somebody else, maybe a therapist or a counsellor or a marriage guidance counsellor or a couples counsellor, that kind of thing. I think you're still open to this, but I can really see, you can probably tell by my energy, that I just know you're not going to put up with any more nonsense at all. I'm going to see what's going on in their environment now, because they are sat, their overall energy, they are sat in the Five of Pentacles. So they are feeling left out. They could have financial problems. They're not fitting in with their community, wherever they are. And they just feel lonely, like dead inside. Dead inside. Okay, let's have something on the environment, please. Yes, exactly what I was just whittering on about. Regret, loneliness. That's what's come out of the Five of Pentacles. You know, and I think the thing is, what they're doing is, for some of them, they could be sat in what is perceived to be quite a good position. They could be sat surrounded by material possessions. You know, they've got the key to the castle. They could have okay material possessions, but it's not making them happy. They just sit with their, you know, their head in their hands. It's not making them happy. This is how they really feel. Five of Pentacles, left out, lonely, bereft, and regretful. What else is going on in their environment? Why have they changed their minds? What is changing? What energy is changing, please? Okay, if they are with another woman or another man, and you know this, that is their problem. They could actually have been spending too much money on this person. They could have overestimated their money. There could also be ill health in their environment. Either their health, Five of Pentacles, or somebody else's health they're connecting into. Somebody might not be able to work as hard as they could to bring the money in. Could be due to their age as well, I'm getting. But that is the problem. Whoever they've connected into, they regret it. They just regret it. Let's just have a couple more, please, on this other person. What's the regret about? What's going wrong? I say I have got money. Right. The other person that they've connected into doesn't tell them the truth. This other person isn't telling them the truth. I can see somebody actually hiding how much money they're spending. I can see somebody hiding the letters and the bills as they come in through the door, through the letterbox. And they're putting them in their bag or they're putting them away. They're not actually saying what they're doing with the money. But the problem is that the other person they've connected into is lying about something. I'll see if I can get any more information about what they're lying about. If I get another pentacle, it's definitely money. Your person wants to walk away. They want to walk away from this person, but what I think is happening here is that every time your person tries to talk to this person about the problems in this environment, all this other person does is clam up or walk away. Now, I don't think your person's used to that because they were the emperor. They were the top dog. They were the boss. But it's almost like they've been demoted. And they can't handle it. It's like somebody else has got the power over them. Somebody else is stonewalling them. Somebody else is possibly in charge of the money. But the boot's on the other foot, very, very much so in this reading. Let's just have a look. Let's get this deck out. What else is going on, please, in this environment with this other person? Oh dear. Oh dear, dear. Well, if you thought they were happy, the Five of Swords has just come out in answer to the question, what's going on in your person's environment? Well, just toxic. It's just toxic. They feel defeated. There's a lot of other people with a lot to say. There's a lot of nastiness. The Five of Swords is a horrible card. I really don't like the Five of Swords. It's winning at all costs. It doesn't matter if you're going to, spend the next 50 years in prison. Somebody just has to win. They just have to win, and they don't care who they run over, how many heads they chop off, and they just stand there and they gloat about it. The person they're connected into has pretended to be an angel, possibly on social media. I feel this person they're connected into spends quite a lot of time posting happy photos of themselves, but behind closed doors, your person is dealing with the Five of Swords energy. Very, very spiteful. And that's what I was saying before this card came out. The boot is on the other foot. They are now being tormented. And they don't know what to do. They just want to walk away. They've just had enough. They really, really have had enough. And I say, looking back at the past, I think they realised that they were the ones that ended the cycle with you. They were the ones that were domineering, etc., etc., etc. But now they have got somebody else who's doing exactly the same to them. This person they're dealing with, I can just see them screaming back and not giving your person the truth, not giving them the answers, and then just stonewalling them and not caring. Your person has realised, or is realising, that wherever they've gone, this other woman or the man does not care about them, and they're a liar. Also, in your person's energy as well, there are still people that they were connected into that don't always have your best interests at heart. Oh dear. And at the bottom we've got the Knight of Swords, definitely a toxic. They're connected into somebody who is really irritable. But I think your person could have been toxic and slightly abusive, or possibly totally abusive in the past. You know your own story. Your person had to have their own way. They knew their version of the truth. They were bloody well having it. They didn't care, this is what's happening. But they are getting a taste of their own medicine. Yeah. King of Pentacles. they've been keeping up appearances for quite a while. Again, to protect their status, almost, they have been keeping up appearances. Your person's energy, they like the finer things in life. They do like the finer things in life, but unfortunately, they're sat in this Five of Pentacles energy at the moment. Wow, right. Let's just see what they'd like to say to you. I'm going to see what they're going to do, actually, because I think the problem here is because they're still in the energy of trying to keep up appearances, that not only are they trying to keep up appearances, but they're tired by the looks of it. They've got some financial thing going on here. It's whether they have actually got the energy to do anything about it. It's almost like they're just withdrawing from the situation as well. How do they feel, please? What would they like to say if they could extricate themselves from the situation? Oh, well, yes, there we go. This is very spot on today. The energy is rocking today. I hide behind material things. That's why. That's just clarified what I was saying. They're keeping up appearances. You know, some of them, money is their God, their career, their money. They have to have the finest things, you know, they have to look good, they have to this and that. And to actually come out and admit that, you know, they've got the Five of Swords going on behind closed doors, I just don't think they can do it at the moment. I just don't think they can do it. But you won't settle for anything less. For some of you, they're saying you and I were too young. So this goes back to the past for me. If you've been you were in a long-term commitment, they're accepting their past, you see. That's what I was asking. They're accepting that in the past they were too bossy, too critical, too demanding, too domineering. You know, they had to be in charge. And what they want to say to you is, they know that now. But they're saying that it was because they were too young. And what has definitely happened here is they've just learnt the hard way. You know, sometimes you don't know what you've got till you let it go, especially if you've been in a long-term relationship. You know, over the years, and like with clients and stuff, you can find that the person gets tempted by something else, and they think that where they're going to is going to be as comfortable and kind and as level as what they've left. But it's not until they've gone that they realise what they lost. Let's just have one more. Yeah, I'm not available. That's what I don't feel they're going to come forward at the moment. They know. They're unhappy. They know what they've done. I think for some of you this will be a gradual process. I think at some point this energy will shift, but can I say honestly, is it going to shift today or in the next few weeks? No, I don't think it is, but that's not a problem, you see. The thing is, in your person's mind, that seed has been planted and it won't go away. Eventually they will come out of this needing to, you know, keep up with the Joneses and all of that, or whatever they're doing, and they will get out of it. But they do have to extricate themselves from somebody who's quite toxic and lies to them. And also they need to sort out the finances as well. They need to sort out the finances, because I don't feel that your person is the sort that is going to leave in the clothes they stand up in. I don't think they'll want to do that. I really don't think they'll want to do that. Okay, let's just have a look at advice for you. Actually, no, I'm going to get my Kipper deck out first. It's quite an interesting energy today. It's a very strong energy. Let's see what Kipper have got to say. Yeah, false person. Yeah, they've got themselves into a, well, they want to talk to you, which is, I think, will come eventually. but they've got to let go of the material things. You know, they want you, they want to talk to you, but you're not going to put up with it, you know, and obviously you have free will. You know, this is just, tarot is just a weather forecast. It just tells you where the energy is at the moment, but it's all changeable. You know, you can change course anytime you want to, any hour and any day and any week. You can change your mind and say, hey, no, I'm doing this now. You know, you were silenced for too long. You were silenced for too long. They will speak. They will eventually. What's the false person about, please? Oh, the courthouse. Yeah. Your person at some point to either get out of this relationship, it'll end up in court, or there will have to be some legal paperwork, and that's what I was getting by the finances need to be sorted out. And I meant very strongly they need to be sorted out. So either go into court for paperwork to be signed, maybe property has to be split, or this person that they're connecting into is manipulating them to get their hands on something. They're being false about what they want so that they can get their hands on something legally that your person owns. Again, take what resonates today, very specific. Let's see what the best possible outcome is, please. What's going to happen? What's going to happen? Right, sure energy. You're not going to settle for anything less. I think two things with this card. If they are, which they are, this is what this reading's about, connected with somebody else, this female, male, they're going to hang on because they want the finances, they want the financial stability. Queen of Pentacles, they're going to hang on. And it is going to take time before your person gets out of this scenario. But with regards to you, you're not going to have your peace of mind or your stability or your financial stability even, or anything that you've worked for, your house, whether it's bought, rented, or whatever you've got going on, you're not going to have that upset again. You, I think, would be willing to walk away from it all unless they come in completely transparent. You're sick and tired of doing this, I'm going to say, and the cracks keep appearing. Yeah. Let's just quantify the Magician, please. Okay. Eventually, I say there's no timing with this for weeks. This is quite specific today. This could be a few months. I think it will shift. There is going to be some communication from this person eventually. And they will come in saying that they have changed and that they want to make you happy, and that, you know, with just a bit of positivity and optimism, everything could be all right. But the Magician's here, and sometimes that in the outcome, or quite often actually, means that make sure it's not false optimism. Make sure that someone's actually telling you the truth. You know, someone can just say things and do things because they really want you back and they really mean it, but it's not the whole truth. But some can actually just say things and do things and love bomb you because they want to con you back into the relationship. And by that I mean they sort of have a picture of like a happy ever after, you know, we'll all roll around in the sunflowers kind of energy, whereas they're only doing that because they're thinking of themselves. So eventually this will shift. Before I go, I said I've got Aries, I've also got Leo, I've got Gemini, and I have got, now this is very specific, the person that they're connected into has got a lot of air in their chart, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, specifically Aquarius. Doesn't have to be sun, can be sun, moon or rising. And the person they're connected into is quite good with words, but they use words against people, and they will store things up, and then they will use somebody else's words that they've said against them further on down the line. So I hope that's helped you. Thanks so much for watching. Love all your comments, subscribes, likes. Absolutely love you all. Take care. Personal reading, click on the title. It's all in the description box. Also the free relationship report is there. Sending you so much love. And yeah, there's your energy. Judgment. You're at the crossroads now. You want growth, you want change, and you want effort this time. You want effort. So yeah, love you. I'll speak to you soon. Bye.